Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Christy John One, and I'm back with another video. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you're old or if you're new to my channel, hit that notification bell so it'll let you know when my next video or live stream goes down. All right, let's get into it. I tried to do the live stream earlier, ran into some technical difficulties. All right, but we're back better than ever. The Toronto Raptors got dethroned, got beat up, got the brakes beat off of them by the Cleveland Cavaliers in a sweep. All right. Now, to me, there's two things. There's two things I took from this series before it even started. One, I couldn't even remember who the next opponent that was going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers after they barely squeaked by the Indiana Pacers. No disrespect to the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Cleveland Cavaliers were having some serious problems with the Indiana Pacers. And I had to think for a second. I said, oh crap, it's the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors were the higher seed. And it just goes to show that the Toronto Raptors are presently constructed for the regular season. They can do phenomenal things in the regular season, but when the playoffs come, when the lights are brighter and when the pressure is on your ass, the Toronto Raptors, the Cleveland Cavaliers are, I mean, they just treating the Toronto Raptors like stepchildren. Okay, let me put this down a little bit. There we go. And that's what's happening with the Toronto Raptors. Now, I've been on this campaign for the past couple of years. Check out my live streams, check out my videos, check out my posts if you don't believe me. But I'm fully in belief that the Toronto Raptors need to trade one or two of these guys, DeMar DeRozan or Kyle Lowry. Both of these players are not superstar talents. Both of these players can't. It's been proven, well documented, that both of these players can't propel a team to the promised land. They're Robins, but they're not Batmans. And in a star-driven league such as the NBA, you're going to need a player that can take you to the promised land. And both of these players have already dictated to you their strengths and their limitations. I think leadership is their weakness. I mean, leading by example or corralling the team to, when you talk about speaking and things of that nature, these are good players. Have nothing against these players. But, man, there we go. Look kind of, well, anyway. Both of these players are not players. They're not franchise players. So, the Toronto Raptors are going to have to go in the offseason and hope to find a franchise type of player or a player with a strong mind that has leadership skills, that is mentally tough to take the Toronto Raptors to the promised land. One player, and I don't know about his contract situation. I don't know if he signed a 1 year or a 2 year contract. I don't know. To me, I feel like that can help the Toronto Raptors. And I forgot his name that fast, that quick. But as I keep talking, well, I can remember his name. But anyway, they need a strong-willed, strong-minded player that can take them to the promised land. And I mean, or they need a superstar. they're gonna need a superstar. Lance Stevenson. They need a Lance Stevenson on their team. Not because of Lance Stevenson's talent, but Lance Stevenson's mental toughness, mental awareness. And there were several indications throughout that series where their mental edge was broken. So much so that DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry was doing idiotic things that pretty much hurt the team. So you're going to have to make a decision which one of these players you want. Both of them are B-level players. You're going to have to trade one of these players to get either better draft picks that can help your team, or trading him for some pieces that can help your team for the now. If you get draft picks for either one of these players, what you're basically saying is the roster that you have right now isn't a good roster, and we can't depend on it. So we need to reinvent the wheel, so to say, and do like the 76ers and the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to have to just start this puppy all over again due to trust the process for the Toronto Raptors. If you get draft picks for either one of those players. If you trade one of those players and get some depth and get better pieces to fit with the player that you're going to keep, then that's probably going to help the Toronto Raptors, as far as advancing into the next round, or giving the Cleveland Cavaliers have a better opportunity and a better chance to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in a series. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to clearly, they're going to have to reinvent the wheel. And they're going to have to either figure out, are we going to try to be competitive for the now? Or are we just going to just reinvent the wheel, start this train all over again, and just get draft picks? I think Dwayne Casey is a great coach. He's a perfect coach for that situation. Rondo. I think Rondo, that's the person I was thinking about. I think Rondo, I don't know if he's under a 1-year contract or a 2-year contract, but I think Rondo will be perfect for the Toronto Raptors. He's mentally tough. He understands the team concept, and he makes players better. I think Rondo will fit perfectly with the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, they need to get tough, real fast and real quick if they think they're going to mentally, because you have to mentally beat the Cleveland Cavaliers before you actually beat them. Okay? And their team currently constructed, like I said earlier, they're a playoff team. I mean a regular season team. They're not constructively made for the postseason. So there's a lot of things they're going to have to do, and there's a lot of decisions they're going to have to make. If it was up to me, I would just simply trade these players, get better draft picks for this year, next year, and if a team is dumb enough, maybe a draft pick for the future, and just do the trust the process with the Toronto Raptors. In all likelihood, Dwayne Casey is probably not going to be the coach long enough for the complete overhaul and turnaround, because it's going to take like 3 to 5 years to get this thing going in the right direction. And you have to pick your spots. Right now, they're not better than the Boston Celtics, because next year they're going to run into the same problem if they keep the roster that they have. They have no answer for LeBron in Cleveland. Boston is only getting better. The 76ers, with experience this year, is going to get better. So those 3 teams alone is going to cause problems for the Toronto Raptors. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, and I am out. Deuces.